Hello YouTube, and welcome to Wayward Hardware's first ever computer hardware review. Today I'll be reviewing my custom PC build, the Frostbite Mini-ITX Cube. The build starts off with Thermaltake's gorgeous Core V1 Snow Edition Mini-ITX case, featuring aluminum all around and a large front grille for plenty of air intake. Each side panel also features half-height open grills for more airflow and a glass panel at the top. These panels are interchangeable, but they were kept in default configuration here for optimal airflow. The motherboard used is an ASRock H97M with built-in 802.11 AC wireless and Bluetooth. It comes with the standard I/O ports that you would expect from a modern motherboard nowadays. This unicorn of a GPU is the Asus GTX 970 Turbo. The white and red color scheme was irresistible and was the inspiration for naming this build Frostbite. White for the frost, blood red for the bite. The card length comes in at a nominal 10.4 inches, just managing to fit into the Core V1 case. It's a snug fit, but it couldn't be better. Front I/O is featured here on the left-hand side of the case. Thermaltake keeps it simple with power and hard drive LEDs, 2 USB 3.0 ports, headphone and microphone jacks, along with the standard power and reset buttons. Removing the panels reveals a monster 200mm intake fan at the front, ensuring that all internal components have cool, fresh air to operate at low temperatures. The GPU features a dual intake blower-style fan that pulls cool air in from both sides while exhausting the hot air out the back. The right side of the case features two hard drive bays, one of which houses a Samsung 850 EVO 500GB SSD. Looking down from the top, we see the classic Arctic Cooling Freezer 7 Pro Revision 2 CPU cooler. Be aware that this case only supports CPU heatsinks less than 140mm in height. The Core V1 also supports radiators at 120 or 140mm if you choose to use water cooling. The CPU of choice here is an i5-4590S to balance out processing power and power consumption at only 65 watts TDP. RAM is RAM for the most part, so I went with a pair of 8GB V-color sticks running at 1600 MHz. Cable management was tricky, but easier than expected. There's a surprising amount of room available to stash slack cables underneath the motherboard in a way that doesn't impede airflow. The power supply is a gold-rated 550-watt continuous Thermaltake Toughpower with a massive single 12-volt rail capable of handling 45.5 amps. It sources most of its cool air from the bottom of the case through this large hold mesh covered by a nice dust filter, which will be very handy in the future. Also seen on the underside of the case is one of two LED strips providing the underglow. The second LED strip is in the interior. These say Techie RGB LED strips offer 15 colors in addition to white. 4 different strobe settings allow for various effects beyond a simple solid color as well. Here are some example colors showcasing just how striking these LEDs can be. All in all, the Frostbite Mini-ITX Cube gaming PC manages to easily lock in to 60 FPS at ultra settings for 1080p gaming. For more information, check the description below and be sure to upvote a PC part picker build linked here and in the description.